And people would often ask me, what advice do you have for us during COVID? And I said, survive. Like, you can't win unless you're standing when this is over.
I love nothing more than watching people grow. What's the gift that you see for yourself, your business, humanity out of COVID? I believe that out of every crisis, if we're willing to look at the failure, the challenge, there's a gift or a silver lining. What is it for you?
I think we've been very fortunate to be in the business that we're in. And I would love to tell you that we planned it, but we had no idea. You know, sometimes in life, it's really good to plan, but sometimes in life, it's really good to be lucky. When COVID started, there was a few dark days, Brian, where I really thought the world was going to end. I really thought the business was going to go away. I remember I was doing a lot of stuff for Good Morning America and doing a lot of Instagram stuff and CNBC. And people would often ask me, what advice do you have for us during COVID? And I said, survive. Like, you can't win unless you're standing when this is over. And we didn't know what our business was going to be like. But very quickly as COVID went on, we were fortunate to be in cybersecurity. And so as the world moves to a digital economy, what we do has become even more critical. And I think we become beneficiaries of that. But, you know, at the same time, there's industries that we didn't know were going to grow that have really benefited. Who would have thought home prices would be up? People love their homes. People love cleaning their homes now. Like, I think that one of the real benefits out of COVID has been home sales and home renovation, anything to do with your house.
Yeah, no, we're so grateful. We're so lucky. Like you, I thought the world was potentially going to end. At times it felt that way. And then things started to rebound. We've brought more franchise owners into the O2E Brands family this year than we have in years because people are taking control of their own destiny. Cybersecurity, so your business didn't just survive, but I'm assuming thriving.
Yeah, we had our best year ever. And, you know, I think that's a great point, Brian. I mean, you guys grew. And yeah, I think we're lucky, but we're also survivors.
Yeah.
And I think in good times, it's easy to run a business and anybody can do okay. But the real test of your mettle and your survivability is when things get bad. And, you know, we didn't create COVID, obviously. Nobody did. Nobody saw it coming. But I think every human being has a choice of how they're going to react to anything negative in the world. And, you know, Barbara Corcoran on our show is a good friend of mine. And she has this great saying, the difference between successful people and others is not that they don't feel sorry for themselves. It's not that they don't get miserable. It's simply how long they allow themselves to wallow in misery. And so I've had to learn as our company's gotten bigger, as we've become more successful, my wallow time has had to become very short. So yeah, COVID hit. It was really bad. It was crappy. I sat around for a couple of days, felt sorry for myself. And then I said, you just got to go on. And I think congratulations to you that you guys have grown. You've added franchises. And I think that people realize there's nothing greater in life than taking control of your own destiny.
Yeah. I gave my keynote a few minutes ago, just prior to you. And I talked a lot about adapting and how human nature, we are gifted at being able to adapt. Now, it took you a few days to wallow. It took me maybe a couple of weeks, but I got through it and I said, hey, there is nothing but opportunity here. Look at how our people are adapting and stepping forward, and I felt so grateful. How have you and your business had to adapt? What are you doing differently?
Well, I think in our business, it's really about people. You know, it's funny. The upside of our business is it's really about people. We don't have to buy trucks or like you guys, or we don't have a lot of hard assets. The downside is it's really people. So the key for us has been learning to communicate without being able to get together. And what we've really had to do is rely on our principles as a company in order to try to make sure people are connected, because that is one of the challenges with COVID is we can't get together. We can't go for a coffee. So our culture which is very inclusive, very aspirational, wants to give everybody opportunity. It's hard when we hire new people. They don't get to experience that. And so we've really had to adapt how we communicate, how we support our people, and just the lack of physical connection. I don't know how you guys are doing it, Brian, but it's been a challenge for us. I think we're doing an okay job, but the longer this COVID thing goes, the harder it is. Buy me a steak for dinner sometime, please.
No kidding. We found for us, some of it has actually gotten better. Like our huddles, our daily stand-up 10:55 meeting, it used to be that we'd be in one room, hundreds of people looking at everyone's backs. Now we're looking at everyone's smiling faces. You used to have the introverts who might be at the back of the room or be quiet. They're now lighting up the chat. Look at this, Robert Herjevac's taking notes, always a lifelong learner.